brave amigos are we.
Welcome back to the final segment of today's Price of Business. Delighted to be with you here on this Friday, talking to you about you and your business. Dan Shedd says he's sick. We already knew that, but apparently he has the kind that he can't come to the studio today or be on the phone. So we're going to be navigating through today's program without him. Chris Kidd, sadly for him, mentioned to me a few weeks ago, he loves the 3 a.m. Ego segment, and so we dragged him in since he was already here in the studio to be part of our program today. We're not going to be as ridiculous as we usually are because there's a timely topic that I noticed that I wanted to talk about. Before I even mention that, though, I need to mention thanks to Chris Kidd, Fish and Wealth Management. We thank them for being a part of our program and making our program possible. They do great stuff like this interview today. Chris, good to see you, buddy.
Good to be here.
And of course,
that's what you think.
We'll ask you that at the end. Are you still glad to be here? And we have Sigmund Kramer, Chris Kidd taking over half of the program, really 3/5 of the show today.
Yeah, I hope you're getting a big check from him.
from me or from Kevin?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the coaches' compensation. I keep, my mom has always said, Kevin, you're in the wrong field, and I had no idea what she wanted me to do. I was afraid to ask, but seeing this newspaper here, just yesterday's USA Today talking about coaches' compensation, and I am in shock and awe. Salaries doubling since 2006 for college coaches.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I can't find a single coach on here getting paid less than $250,000. All right, a little less.
And that's at a little girls' school in
Appalachian
Topeka
State, which just went to Division 1A, their coach is getting paid $225,000. He still has the opportunity of getting $25,000 bonus. That's $250,000. What do you think about this, Chris?
His name is Chris. Yeah.
Yeah. What is your name anyway?
There's a lot of coaches that are being paid like professional athletes now, and it's kind of. I think it's along the lines of people say, well, how can professional athletes get paid this much money? All they do is, catch a ball or hit a ball or throw a ball or shoot or whatever. Well, what I always say is you're not paid to do that particular thing. You're paid to put butts in the seats and sell tickets.
Right.
And all the ticket prices keep going up. So
why don't the ushers get paid a lot more?
Oh,
that's a good question.
Please.
They're putting the butts in the seats.
Yeah,
literally.
We'll save that for the Socialist Workers program, which comes hopefully on another channel. But anyway,
welcome to Che Guevara University.
But you make a good point, Chris. It's about a product.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in a product business, product delivery business.
It's sales, baby, sales.
Sales. And so the quality of that product, which is what kind of team they put together, is absolutely huge. You saw what Sigmund had to offer, the socialist perspective there. But what do you think? What do you think about this, Sigmund?
Well, I mean, look, it makes sense because the athletic departments really drive the whole university. I mean, let's face it, you're not going to university probably in UT or Alabama or Florida or wherever because of their fine arts. You're going there because they have a great campus and it's been funded by, in large part, that athletic department. And the TV rights, all these things have made it a big business. It's not just an education anymore. Now it's all business, and athletics is the place to go for the business. I mean, look at what happened with A&M. They decided to join the SEC. They've got
that was the smartest decision they ever made.
Yeah, and look at, they're blowing up. They got the new Kyle Field and all that, and UT has kind of taken a back burner because they didn't get all the love that A&M got. Although they have the Longhorn Network. I mean, they've got all this stuff. It's all big business.
It's actually the UT Network is what it should be called. The whole the Big 10 or Big 12 rather should just change its name to the UT Network because it's just our conference, because it's just a joke. It's all about UT. It's all about orbiting around there.
So these guys who are coaching are obviously going to, if they're helming that whole thing, they're going to be getting a lot of money. Now, I wonder how much the athletic directors make.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. They're making less. They're making less than
probably
coaches.
Less than the coach. Yeah,
they're making significantly less than the coaches, which is ironic. A little bit. I found this interesting. If Saban remains head coach as of the date of the completion of the team's final game, including postseason games, The university has agreed to pay and credit this amount, which is $100,000, toward a $1 million scholarship pledge Saban has made to the university. I like that concept. I think the amounts are ridiculous, but, that's a huge problem for teams is where a coach, they get at the end of the season, and it's not even the bowl time yet, and they've already announced they're going to move somewhere else, and guess what? They lose that bowl game. Why aren't they throwing more money to keep them there longer? In the end.
The coaches?
The schools. The school's like paying, here's a bonus if you don't leave, make an announcement of leaving until after the bowl game.
That's a good question. Maybe they don't have the money to throw at them. I don't know.
Well, colleges cost like $45,000 a year. How do they not have the money? I don't get it. And they're making millions of dollars off TV revenue, off the deals that they work out with the networks.
It's millions and millions.
Millions and millions.
These salaries going up like this, I understand why Bobby Knight wants to come back and coach now. I heard he wants to come back and is trying to get a job at Georgia or something.
Yeah, you were talking about that before the segment.
Clearly, he's too old. He's too old. He can't lift a chair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. It'd be interesting to see. I don't think he's got the. I don't think he has a cultural background that will fit in athletic culture today. When did he leave Texas Tech?
It is really tough for a coach like him in today's world. It just a lot of the players today just do not.
Homie don't play that.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't going to say it that way.
Here's the thing: they don't respect their elders.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, they don't respect anybody. They think they are they are it. They already know everything. Because look, the teams are already trying to get them before they've even finished college.
It seems like there's only a handful of coaches that have that kind of respect, and one is Coach K that Ricky Winslow talked with us about the other day with his son playing for him, and then. Nick Saban might be another guy that I can think of. Coach Sumlin, I don't know that. I mean, that Manziel. I didn't quite see that type of respect, but I look at him as one of those guys. That guy's been a phenomenal coach,
amazing coach.
Well, it's not that there aren't great coaches out there. It's just are they really worth that kind of money?
Yeah, that's the question. By the way, Bobby Knight, he has a 70% winning record. That's amazing.
Yeah,
and
he's like 112, so it's got to be a lot of years.
His 902 wins, 371 losses. It's incredible. His last gig was Texas Tech, and that ended already 6 years ago. I just can't imagine
right before prices started doubling.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Hey, coincidence? I think not.
I think not. All right, thanks so much. Again, ChrisKidd.com. That's KIDD. I'm Kevin Price. Have a great rest of your day. Spend it right here on this station.